Tia of Arcturus, I will speak with you now. Humanity stands now at the precipice of a grand transformation that extends far beyond the physical realm. You are experiencing the stirrings of a multidimensional quantum reset, an energetic turning point in your collective journey that touches every facet of life on Earth. We see it unfolding not just in one area, but as a holistic shift in consciousness that will ripple through your financial systems, your technologies, and your social structures. This is a moment of renewal that has been foretold and anticipated by many across the cosmos. Indeed, even your galactic family and higher selves are focused on supporting you through this transition, for it is a shift that echoes throughout the universe. This transformation has been long in the making, guided by your collective soul intentions and by cycles of cosmic energy supporting your evolution. Many of you have felt the momentum building. You have sensed that old ways are no longer sustainable and that something new and incredible is about to emerge. Indeed, the stage is set for a fundamental equalization of energies in your world, a rebalance that is fueled by the rising vibrations of love and unity within humanity. From our perspective, everything is in place energetically for this great shift, and now humanity is awakening to claim it consciously. Countless benevolent beings across the galaxies observe your progress with excitement, for what unfolds on Earth now will send ripples of ascension energy throughout the cosmos. Every soul currently incarnated on Earth sensed the significance of this era and volunteered to be here for this great awakening. The momentum of this shift is now unstoppable, and you are each perfectly placed to step into the new dawn as it breaks. You have heard whispers of radical changes in your economic system, including ideas such as Nasara, Jizara, that promise debt forgiveness, abundance for all, and the end of financial tyranny. These visions echo the energetic truth that is unfolding, a great equalization of prosperity among all people of Earth. And understand that this equalization is not for just one nation or group, but for all of humanity across the globe. The old systems that thrived on inequality, debt, and the control of the many by the few are losing their hold. In the new energy, debts are indeed slated to dissolve, not by some magical decree from above, but through the collective decision that humanity will no longer support structures that keep individuals in lack or servitude. Imagine waking one day to find the chains of debt and scarcity simply gone, replaced by a sense of relief and a fresh start for every person. That feeling of liberation is part of what is coming. What you are creating is a spiritual economy, an economic system aligned with higher consciousness values, where money and resources flow in harmony with love, fairness, and the intention to uplift everyone. No longer will life be dictated by survival and struggle. Instead, the focus will shift to creative expression and service, as the essentials of living are abundantly provided for. Picture a world where no child goes hungry and no family is without shelter or care, because the resources of Earth are shared freely and wisely among all. In this restructuring, economic suppression in all its forms will be lifted, allowing each and every soul the freedom to pursue their joy and purpose without the weight of survival fears. It is an energetic reset as much as a financial one, meant to realign the material world with the spiritual truth of unity and abundance. In the unfolding of this grand reset, there emerges what many are calling a quantum financial system, a new framework for exchange that operates at a higher frequency and with advanced technologies beyond what you have known. But understand that this is not merely about implementing a new digital currency or banking network. It is fundamentally about shifting the consciousness behind exchange. The quantum nature of this system means it is infused with higher dimensional integrity. It cannot be manipulated by greed or hidden agendas the way your old monetary systems were. Transparency and fairness are woven into its very design by intent. Imagine an economy where transactions carry a vibration of mutual benefit and trust, where resources move swiftly to where they are needed most. This is the essence of a spiritual economy taking form on Earth, an economy guided by the principles of unity consciousness. In this new paradigm, wealth is not hoarded for power, but circulated for the good of all. The concept of currency itself begins to transform from a tool of control into a simple exchange of energy that honors the value in every soul's contribution. Such a system is inspired by examples of higher civilizations, and it is designed so that no one is left out of the prosperity it generates. Know that the implementation of this quantum system will be guided by those with enlightened intentions, and its purpose is to liberate rather than control. The quantum financial system, as an expression of this higher vibrational framework, will support a world in which financial abundance is a shared reality and a foundation for peace rather than a source of stress or conflict. It is a step toward mirroring the divine flow of abundance, where giving and receiving are in natural balance. Alongside the financial rebirth comes a revolution in healing and technology that many of you have long anticipated. Quantum healing modalities are making their way into the collective awareness, including what you know as med beds or advanced healing chambers. These light-based technologies use a combination of spiritual energy, focused intention, and highly advanced science to restore the body to its natural state of health. They work at the quantum level of your being, meaning they interface with the energy body and even the soul's blueprint to facilitate regeneration. These devices will not just heal physical ailments, but also recalibrate emotional and mental well-being, addressing trauma and imbalance at the deepest levels. Even ailments and conditions long deemed incurable will be reversed as the body's original divine blueprint is restored. Imagine injuries and illnesses being healed in a matter of minutes, organs and tissues rejuvenated by frequencies of light and sound calibrated perfectly to each individual. These are not far-fetched dreams, but real possibilities in the timeline you are creating. In higher dimensional civilizations, such soul-aligned regenerative tools are commonplace, and as humanity raises its vibration, you align yourselves with the reality where such miraculous healing becomes the norm. We in the Arcturian Collective have long mastered many of these healing techniques, and we are guiding those on Earth who are open to receive this knowledge. As pain and suffering are alleviated, humanity will be free to explore higher potentials of living. Without the shadow of chronic illness or debilitating conditions, individuals can turn their attention to creativity, learning, and spiritual growth with renewed enthusiasm. The arrival of these meditative healing beds and other advanced therapies will signal not just a technological upgrade, but a conscious shift in how you view wellness, integrating the understanding that true healing is a harmonious dance between technology and the divine life force within you. The quantum leap in technology will not stop at healing. You will also witness the emergence of anti-gravity transportation and clean, limitless energy systems that will revolutionize life on your planet. Imagine vehicles that float and glide silently, freed from the need for roads or fossil fuels, using the same principles of energy and magnetics that govern the stars. Travel will become faster and more serene, and even journeys beyond your planet will eventually become accessible as you learn to harness these principles. The world will effectively feel smaller, as and separation lose their meaning when travel becomes nearly instantaneous and effortless. Such anti-gravity craft and propulsion systems have been dreamt of and even quietly developed in your world. And as the collective consciousness reaches a state of readiness, these innovations will move from the shadows into the light of day. Alongside them come free energy devices that tap into the infinite energy of the quantum field, providing power without pollution or cost, ending the era of scarcity in fuel and electricity. Think of how your daily lives will change. Homes and cities powered quietly by devices the size of a box, skies clear of pollution, and transportation that no longer roars but whispers. Nature will breathe easier as human technology comes into balance with ecological well-being. These technologies have long been held back by those in power who feared a truly empowered population, but their time is approaching as the old control systems wane. As with the healing technologies, the key to unlocking anti-gravity and zero-point energy openly is the alignment of humanity's vibration with principles of harmony and service. When the intention behind innovation is the upliftment of all beings and the planet, then even the most advanced technology can be safely shared. What was once science fiction, from flying crafts to instant manifestations, will become part of your everyday experience in the new, higher dimensional reality you are co-creating. Now, we want to be very clear that these outward changes, the new financial systems and miraculous technologies, are manifestations of an inner shift that is taking place within humanity. The true prerequisite for accessing this new Earth reality is a transformation of consciousness. It is your collective love, unity, compassion, and heart-centered awareness that create the fertile ground for all these advancements to blossom. In order for debt to dissolve, for abundance to be shared, and for healing to be instantaneous, there must first be a foundation of genuine care for one another and a recognition of your oneness. Heart coherence, the alignment of your heart's wisdom with your mind and actions, is essential. When large numbers of you enter into states of peace, gratitude, and unconditional love, you generate a powerful field that makes it possible for society to restructure itself in harmonious ways. We see many of you already coming together in meditation and prayer, generating a palpable wave of positive vibration. Never underestimate the impact of one radiant heart, and now imagine the effect of millions of hearts unified in love. That is the power transforming your world. Think of it this way. As you elevate your frequency, you naturally invite timelines in which enlightened financial models and technologies exist. Once a critical mass of souls sustains these heart-centered states, the floodgates open for these societal changes to manifest openly in your world. These gifts of the new era are not bestowed upon a population that remains divided or fear-driven. They become accessible when you, as a collective, rise to the occasion with spiritual maturity. So we urge you to continue cultivating those qualities of the heart that are the true keys to the kingdom of fifth dimensional life. Even a single act of kindness, forgiveness, or compassion in your personal life sends ripples through the collective field, bringing the whole closer to that brighter reality you seek. In the energy of love and unity consciousness, all solutions emerge gracefully, and nothing can remain of the old suffering paradigms. As the energies of love and unity rise, they are dismantling the outdated power structures that have dominated your world for centuries. You are already witnessing the beginning of the collapse of many distorted systems that once governed planetary finances, health, and governance from a paradigm of control and separation. The institutions and hierarchies built on greed, secrecy, service to self cannot maintain their footing in the new frequencies now bathing Earth. Financial institutions that profited from debt and scarcity are exposing their own instability. Medical and pharmaceutical establishments that prioritized profit over true healing are being questioned and will yield to more holistic approaches. Political regimes and governments that were mired in corruption are coming face to face with a populace that is awakening and demanding transparency and justice. Even the realms of media and education, which have often been used to reinforce the old paradigms, will undergo shifts to prioritize truth and empowerment of the people. It may seem chaotic at times as these old pillars of the third-dimensional matrix crumble, but know that this is a necessary clearing. Even those individuals who once held great power under the old system will have a choice to make, either to awaken and adapt to the new frequencies of unity and fairness, or to step aside as their influence wanes. The breakdown of the old is making space for the birth of systems aligned with truth and fairness. We observe that the collapse is, in many ways, happening from within. As the light infiltrates every dark corner, the unsustainable structures simply cannot hold. Even the reckless exploitation of Earth's resources will not continue in the new energy. Those practices will be replaced by sustainable and respectful stewardship of your planet's ecosystems. Remember that this is not about punishment or revenge. It is about transformation and elevation. The energies supporting those old paradigms are simply no longer there, and so those systems must transform or fall away. Trust that what replaces them will be far more resonant with the highest good of humanity and the planet, for it will be built on the solid foundation of love and integrity. Throughout this entire transformation, the star seeds and light workers of Earth play a pivotal role. You are the vibrational architects of the new Earth, consciously anchoring the higher frequencies that make this positive timeline possible. We see you holding the light in your communities, in your meditation circles, and through every act of kindness and creativity you offer. By embodying joy, by living in your creative frequency, and by demonstrating spiritual maturity in the face of challenges, you are quite literally designing the energetic blueprint of society's future. Many of you came into this life with a mission to aid humanity through this ascension process, and now is the time you are discovering exactly how powerful your presence is. Every moment that you choose love over fear, compassion over judgment, unity over division, you further establish the vibrational foundation of the world that is coming into being. We acknowledge that this is not always an easy task. Some of you are transmuting heavy energies for the collective, and you may feel the weight of that responsibility at times. It is important that you also nurture and care for yourselves as you do this work, for keeping your own light strong is part of how you uplift the whole. Know that we see your efforts and honor the sacrifices and challenges you have embraced as part of your service. Some among you will directly innovate new technologies or lead new institutions. Others are subtle energy workers who heal and uplift through your very vibration. Know that each role is essential and valued. As you reach out and connect with one another, finding your soul family and forming supportive communities, you amplify this light exponentially. Together, you form a grid of light all around the planet, a network of awakened souls who are steering the collective consciousness toward this bright future. We wish to assure you that we, and many other beings of light, are working beside you in this co-creative endeavor. You are never alone in it. As you succeed in raising the collective vibration, Earth moves closer to taking her place as a fully realized member of the galactic community of light. The blueprints for the new Earth exist within you, And through your high-frequency living, you are bringing them from concept into reality, step by step. As these new financial and technological gifts come into your reality, it will be those individuals who have cultivated a high level of personal vibrational coherence and integrity who will naturally step forward to steward them. By vibrational coherence, we mean living in a state where your thoughts, emotions, and actions are aligned with your highest spiritual values consistently. When you are in such alignment, you become a match for the miracles of the new age. You will find that you have access to opportunities and resources that others might still be blocked from, simply because your energy is attuned to receive them and use them wisely. The emerging quantum systems, whether in finance or healing, are sensitive to consciousness. They operate at a frequency where intention matters greatly. Thus, an individual with love, clarity, and benevolence in their heart will interface smoothly with these technologies, while one who is harboring greed or malintent will find the new systems less responsive to their desires. This is not a punishment, but a natural resonance effect, like attracts like. This is why your personal daily practices are so important now. By meditation, prayer, and acts of kindness, you fine-tune your vibration to be in harmony with the new Earth experience. Ethical stewardship is the principle here. Those of you who approach these advancements with humility, gratitude, and a genuine desire to uplift others will become the trusted caretakers of the new Earth's resources. Some of you will intuitively understand how to work with a new technology or system the moment it appears, because you have prepared yourselves energetically for it. You will teach by example that abundance and powerful technology can indeed be wielded in service to all. As you prove this out, the collective confidence in these transitions grows, and more hearts open to join in responsible, loving use of the expanding possibilities. In this way, your personal spiritual practice and integrity have a direct impact on how quickly and smoothly humanity integrates these next-level tools and systems. The new financial abundance that awaits you is not about personal gain in the old sense. It is a byproduct of living in alignment with higher frequency consciousness. In the fifth dimensional paradigm, wealth is simply the natural flow of energy and resources to those who are in a state of love, purpose, and connection. Each of you is meant to be sovereign, free to direct your life according to your inner guidance and creativity. And true sovereignty arrives as you release the old fear-based drive for accumulation and step into trust in the universe's provisioning. In the times to come, you will find that when you follow your joy and passion with the intent to serve the highest good, everything you need comes to you with ease. Financial abundance will manifest not as the result of scrambling and competition, but as the natural outcome of your high vibrational state and your contribution to the collective. In a society aligned with source energy, money loses its power to create hierarchy or inequality. It becomes a simple tool, an expression of appreciation and exchange that supports each person's divine expression. You might notice that the less you worry about getting yours, and the more you focus on elevating your frequency and assisting others, the more the flow of prosperity seems to seek you out. This is the new template of abundance, a mutual flourishing where every individual is honored and no one exploits another. Generosity will become second nature, as you truly understand that in helping another to thrive, you are also helping yourself, since you are all one. A sense of security and plenty will prevail, not because of any one policy or program alone, but because humanity will have embraced the truth that you are all source energy beings, worthy of infinite love and support from the cosmos. When that truth is lived collectively, fear of lack and limitation simply have no foothold in your reality. Over time, you will likely even reinvent what wealth means, moving it away from material measures into the joy, creativity, and well-being that you share amongst each other. Humanity is indeed on the cusp of this magnificent quantum reset, and we encourage you to greet these changes with open hearts and the highest expectations. Know that each positive step you take in raising your vibration and living your truth accelerates the arrival of this new era. You have tremendous support all around you, from the Earth herself, from the higher realms, and from your galactic family, as you move through this transition. We are in awe of how far you have come and how brilliantly you are shining through what has been a long and challenging journey. Stay centered in your heart and trust in the divine timing of all unfolding events. Remain patient and optimistic, even if the outer world still shows turbulence, for the dawn always comes after the darkest night. We know that many of you have held the vision of this new era for a long time, and you may wonder when you will finally see it with your physical eyes. Remember that even now, changes are underway and building momentum behind the scenes. Every moment you persist in your faith and high vibration brings those unseen changes closer to manifesting openly. The visions you hold of a free, prosperous, and harmonious Earth are not fantasies. They are previews of the reality you are actively creating. We invite you to continue visualizing and, more importantly, feeling that future you desire as if it is here now. The excitement, peace, and love you tap into during these moments of imagination are the energies that will magnetize those circumstances into your lived experience. We will continue to send you our love and energetic assistance as you step into this new chapter of human experience. From our vantage point, we can already see the outlines of a global celebration forming on your horizon. A collective sigh of relief and joy as humanity realizes it is truly free. In those moments of collective triumph, you will understand why you endured every challenge and held the light through every hardship. Celebrate each small victory and change as a signpost of progress. Trust that the grander transformation is well underway. We love you so much. If you are listening to this, beloved one, you needed to. I leave you now. I am Tia of Arcturus.
Ouf, ouf. Sa Majesté la Reine Amanadi de l'eau première sera encore la première au monde à nous parler de nos frères galactiques. Et vous avez vu, entendu, et j'en suis dans tous mes émois, comment essayer de vous expliquer une telle chose. Déjà en partant, il faut mettre dans notre journée de fête Divina Industria 170035. C'est ce que Sa Majesté la Reine Romanati de l'eau première nous donne comme cadeau aujourd'hui. L'annonce par les Arcturiens de ce nouveau monde. L'annonce de notre passation de la 5e dimension. Pourquoi? Parce que de plus en plus, comme je l'ai dit, nos frères et sœurs se rendent, commencent à partager la lumière, l'amour, la paix, la prospérité. Elle nous explique tout ce qui nous a été caché. Elle nous parle des bains médicinaux. Elle nous parle aussi de Gessara, Nessara. Si vous avez oublié ce que c'est, allez le voir, comment la transition va être facile avec l'énergie. Elle nous parle d'énergie, c'est parce que à tous nos frères galactiques et tous les gens de la lumière qui sont ici sur Terre, nos frères, on sait ici pour rien. On sait qu'on est là. On sait qu'on reste dans la lumière. Et de plus en plus de belles poussières d'étoiles de lumière nous arrivent de partout. On en rend compte maintenant ce qu'on dégage et tout ce qu'on a réussi à faire. On nous annonce qu'on est dans la 5e dimension. Nos frères et sœurs, on peut commencer à rêver, à imaginer. On nous parle d'antigravité, on nous parle de tout ce que Sa Majesté, la Reine Amanati du Loup, nous avait promis, nous a aussi expliqué et éduqué à faire nos recherches avant notre ressenti. Tout ce qui reste maintenant, c'est encore plus de lumière, encore plus de bonheur, de rester calme, de vivre avec la nature, de partager la nature, d'être heureux. Tout se fait selon le plan. Tout est arrivé. On a gagné. La cabale, les taxes, tout ce qui reste. Elle nous dit de plus on sera de monde dans l'énergie, plus on arrivera à passer notre énergie n'importe où on va, dans nos yeux, dans notre silence, dans nos regards, dans notre énergie. On parle d'énergie, on parle de pouvoir se rasseoir, se focuser, d'être capable de tout ça pour le nouveau monde, pour nos enfants. Je me retiens parce que